Hello and welcome back to my channel. First of all, a lot of good guesses on my last video, but as you can tell by the title, we're doing a classic smoky eye today, and I will go through every single detail, teach you how to achieve a perfect smoky eye every single time. Before I get started, thank you so much for 500 subscribers. It's actually 501 at the moment. I honestly have no idea what to say. The only thing I can say is thank you so much. I am forever grateful for your support, and I want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers, Janice. Thank you so much for watching, for your support, and I'm about to start crying. Before I actually full on start crying, let's just get on with the video, shall we? This is the makeup look I will be doing. It's a Christmassy themed smoky eye. So let's wipe the tears and let's get started. By the way, yes, I am still ill. I was ill, then I felt a little bit better, and then I've gone back. As you can see, I've done my base, I've done my brows, I've done everything apart from my eyes, because that's what I want to focus on today. The palette I will be using is Sophie Revolution. Mine is, oh no, I just broke it completely. Oh man. One side was broken and now I've just broken the other side. Great. I will be focusing on a warm toned smoky eye purely because I have blue eyes. Warm tones look amazing with blue eyes, but you can do this with cool tones and any other colour that you want. So don't focus on that. See, I was going to pick this up and look in a mirror, but there's no mirror. Ah! So as always, I did my brows and I carved them out with Collection Lasting Perfection. That's what I use as a primer for my makeup. You can use an eyeshadow base from MAC, from Urban Decay, from any other brand if you want. I just don't spend my money on primers. I'm going to start with a fluffy brush, and bear in mind I do have a fairly big lid space. So if you have smaller eyes, if you have smaller lid space, you will need smaller brushes. So if, for example, if I'm using this, which is quite a fluffy brush, you might want to use something smaller. Yeah? I hope you can see the difference. Even something like this, you know. I'm going to use the biggest one. But if you have smaller eyes, if you have smaller lid space, you might want to use smaller brushes. It's sometimes, you know, we watch YouTube videos and we don't actually think about stuff like that. If your favourite YouTuber is using Morphe M whatever, it might be way too big for you. So bear that in mind. But I am taking a fluffy brush, accurate for my lid, and I'm going to pick up Tiramisu. I always take some shadow and use my finger to flick off some of the shadow. So I'm taking a warm, medium toned brown shade to put in my crease. And as you can see, because this is fluffy, even though I am aiming for my crease, there's a little bit of the shadow above my crease and on the lid itself. But that's what you want. Circular motions, blending this in. And you want to use that brush, don't want to pick up any more, you just want to now use it to diffuse that brown. Almost towards your brow, but don't pull it up to your brow, especially if you have smaller eyes. So that fluffy brush will be our final blending brush. You'll know what I mean in a second. Now I'm taking a smaller brush than the first one, and I'm going to go straight in with Mug Cake, which is one of the darkest shades in the Sophie palette. And as you can see, I've put a lot on my brush. You can either flick it with your finger or you can tap it on your palette, up to you. Now I'm putting this on the very outer corner, literally just placing it on and wiggling it. And from there, very small wiggles, just pressing it in and putting it in my crease. I'm not pulling the shade further than 1/3 into my crease. Now I've pretty much placed all of the shadow that was on the brush. I'm using this brush to blend it with my previous shade. I'm taking some more of Mug Cake on my brush, doing the same thing, just intensifying that colour. And at this point you might want to decide on the shape of your eye makeup. I always like to kind of wing it out, but some people, depending on their eye shape, like to go circular. So again, bear in mind the eye shape you have. And I'm going back to my initial fluffy brush just to blend the very edge of Mug Cake. I'm going to take a smidge of Rosewood, the one next to Mug Cake. This has got like a slight reddish plummy undertone, and it will give you a very, very deep, intense smoky effect. You can just see how it took it to another level. Again, a blending brush just to blend the edge. Always give yourself some space to blend. Never pull up your shadow too high up, because during blending it will go up a little bit. So if you were to place your eyeshadow near your brow, you wouldn't have any room to blend. And now I'm taking a blending but packer brush, shading brush from Real Techniques. If you have smaller eyes, this is a perfect lid brush. And finally I'm going to dip into the black called Nightmare. If this has fallout, we are in trouble. So make sure to tap it off pretty well, and you want to place it on. So I'm just placing it on that black. I'm not really blending it yet. Previous brush that had the darker browns on, I'm using that to diffuse the black. The motions I am doing, they're not like crazy, you know, I'm not going back and forth like this. They are very minimalistic. I just want the movement in that place. I want the black to stay in that outer corner. And you know it, the blender. The initial fluffy brush. With this one you can be a little bit more crazy. I'm going to move on to my inner corner and then finish the outer corner. I'm taking a flat brush, and again a warm tone, but you could easily do this with just black and greys and silvers if you wanted. I want the very nice warm gold. So I'm going to take Sparks Fly on my flat brush. Look at that. Look at that. This is a dry brush, guys. However, there is a little bit of fallout, so I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and I'm putting that on my mobile lid all over. So the 2/3 of my lid that I had left, I'm going to cover it with this gold. I'm taking my second brush, the smaller fluffy brush. I'm going to take Tiramisu on there because I want to blend this gold into the outer corner. And I always just like to do it at an angle. I just feel like it looks so much better. A little bit of Mug Cake. And because this doesn't have enough of a wow factor, I'm going to take the new Kiko Sparkling Holiday in #1. Guys, I used this on a client the other day. You are not ready for this. But just watch. Oh my god. Even I wasn't ready for this. This does have specks of like fine glitter. That's why I've applied it with my finger. But there's still a fair amount of fallout. But it is so worth it. Oh my god. I'm taking a pencil brush. And just like the brushes that you've used on your top lid, you just need to remember that if you have smaller eyes, you need smaller brushes. I'm taking tiramisu on a pencil brush, and I'm applying that on my bottom lid quite far down. Putting tiramisu on my bottom lash line reminded me how warm I wanted it. I'm taking my fluffy brush, dipping my brush into tiramisu just to apply a little bit more on top of all of this. The black made it very, very like cool undertoned, which is not a bad thing, just not exactly what I wanted. Now I'm taking a definer brush and I'm applying mug cake with my detailer brush close to my lash line. And this is the part where you want to decide whether you want to take it all the way in or leave it on the outer third. I'm going to take it all the way in. And so it doesn't make my eyes too small, I'll make sure to diffuse mug cake with my pencil brush. To highlight my inner corners, my brow bone, I'm going to take Fairy Lights. This is such a good highlighting shade, like watch this. A little bit here. I mean, I'm gonna do my other eye off of camera and I will be right back. And now I've done both of my eyes, I can see I could add a little bit more black in there. I'm taking my shading brush, the flat brush, the packer brush, and I'm taking a little bit more of Nightmare, which is the black. Putting it on the outer corner of my eye. Small blending brush, and wiggling it just to blend. That's a little bit better. If you are more mature, I wouldn't put as much black on there. Just use a very, very dark brown and a little bit of black, because if you have just more mature eyes, it will make you look even older. And now I can finally move on to some lashes. Well done to Imogen for Honey Cosmetic lashes. I'm so happy for her. She's such a sweetheart. If you don't know who Imogen is, her YouTube channel is called Imagination. She came out with, well, she's coming out with her own cosmetic line, I think. But her first products are a couple of lashes. Princess Pie. I'm so excited. They look so fluffy. I'm going to be sticking these on from underneath. If you are new to my channel, you will see the magic that is about to happen. However, before I stick these on, I need to put some mascara. My favourite, Lash Paradise. Let's try and stick these on, shall we? If you are wondering what the hell I'm doing, I'm sticking my lashes on from underneath. This way, don't see a lash band, although these are so delicate and on a thin lash band, so you wouldn't see them anyway. I don't know, I just prefer this way of sticking falsies on, you know. I do recommend it. Try it out. It is totally worth it. Oh, that looks stunning! I'll have 10 of these, please. They look so pretty. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, they look so pretty. We have to do the lips. But which one do I choose? The red or the nude? I'm going with the red. I mean, it's Christmas time, so it has to be a red. Wow, this is the most classic Christmas look ever. This is Christmas stocking from Tanya Burr. I think she's coming out with new stuff soon. Exciting. Alright guys, this is my final look. The most classiest, always and forever a staple Christmas look. I hope you've learnt something and I hope you have enjoyed this. Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye! Happy Christmas!